Live from Ozarks First Plus, a rapid rundown of the local headlines, stories shared, viral videos, plus the features and facts before they hit your feed. You're watching The Daily Scroll with me, Bailey Stroll. Hello, welcome to The Daily Scroll on Ozarks First Plus, or maybe you're watching on KOZL too. You know, we're starting this new venture both on the air and on our new streaming platform. We're glad you're here, glad you're with us. We have some fun stories to bring you as always, as we do here live every day at 3:30, Monday through Friday. We're still getting into the groove of this, but, you know, I think it's going well. We have some good, well, I wouldn't say videos because we have some discussions, you know, but still videos too.
Yeah, but not the viral videos
Yeah, I mean, it depends day to day. I'm just bringing you what I'm seeing. So if
whatever's on your daily scroll.
Exactly. You know, you got the name of the show, and I'm happy
That's
for you.
called branding, kids.
Exactly. I thought long and hard about this, even though originally it was going to be the Daily Stroll.
Yeah. I think I made a logo for that. Yeah, and also people still think we should do some walking
daily
content.
Stroll. Not on a day like today.
No.
Or a winter day or a rainy day. No, sorry. I don't want to be strolling around the Cullerton grounds here, which is nice to take a walk, but
not right now.
No, I don't think so. That's a lot of production value, you know? We want to be under a nice roof in a beautiful studio instead. I can stroll around this room, I guess, if you guys really want me to. Okay, moving on. Today, we are talking penny shortage locally, okay, in Missouri. Well, this is actually a story from Joplin, the impacts. And I have some questions. Maybe Jay can answer them for me. About what to do with when you don't have exact change anymore. This penny thing is really throwing me for a loop.
I didn't know this would affect your life so very much.
I just have a lot of questions that I feel have not been answered since they've said the pennies are going away.
So, penny for your thoughts?
You got me, but And then, you might have seen this already, but we'll dive deeper into it. A local man who was on The Price is Right, a show that airs on our station, CBS, the local CBS. But he's got a funny story behind it, and it sounds like this was a bucket list for him, and you know, he did it. So we'll get into that. And then later, there's a toy from my childhood, maybe not Jay's childhood, but it seems like it's making a comeback. Or after my, looking around, never really went away.
Maybe it's always been
Very
here.
interesting. But we'll talk about what people are doing to maybe get off their phones instead of daily scrolling. And then at the end, very excited to talk about the new additions to the public domain for 2026. You know, that just happens in the new year every year. Some good ones this year that you could maybe do something with now because, they're in the public domain. Okay, first, your local thread. So our Joplin station doing this story about many stores in desperate need of pennies because the U.S. Mint, of course, stopped production late last year. It's now causing widespread shortages, they say, at Casey's, AutoZone, Whole Foods, Quick Trip, Target, 7-Eleven, and Kroger. They're posting signs asking for exact change or rounding transactions, some even offering incentives for people to bring in their spare change to get rid of them. There's been really no federal guidance here, and I think that's what's leading to this and leading to the questions I have. So stores are having to create their own policies, meaning inconsistent experiences from one store to the next, some rounding down, others asking for exact change, others just saying, well, we have to do all cards instead of cash anymore. And you can go watch this story. It's on our website as well. I think we might have more about this on our newscasts, actually. But what do you do?
Are you going to try to solve the world's penny crisis
now,
right here?
Did we not think this one through?
I mean,
Before we decided, I get for every penny, it costs 4 pennies to make. I get that. Sad to see it go. I understand. I'm not. You don't have to be an economist or an accountant to realize that that's not good business. But what do you do? Either the store doesn't have the pennies or they're asking for exact change.
Yeah.
What if you don't have the pennies? What happens?
Countries have pennies?
And then every time you take those pennies to the bank at the end of the day, they're gone. Yeah. So it's just like less and less pennies every day.
Sounds to me like they need to round off all these prices like the Dollar Tree.
That's what I was thinking. But then with
taxes all falls apart.
I'm very confused about this. Yeah, and I just don't know. I don't carry a lot of cash anymore. Certainly not carrying pennies. But
this doesn't have an answer, but Canada got rid of its penny in like 2012. So it can be done.
Okay. Yeah.
Australia got rid of it.
So what are they doing?
So what are they doing? I feel like there's got to be a right answer to this.
What are they doing? I feel like I'm missing something big here. They're just rounding up. But what if I want my like if I give you a 20, you're just gonna give me I want my change back.
Yeah.
I won't be a Karen about it, but I for a couple of pennies.
I was gonna say if it was $19.27. Okay, well they can give you quarters.
You can give me a quarter and 2 pennies. You're just gonna give me the quarter then? That sets the books like the people are doing. I used to work at Big Lots way back in the day. That your whole book would be wrong at the end of the day. I don't know.
You're really mad about this.
I'm just really confused. Somebody explain this to me. I'll need to do my research about what Canada did. But I mean, it's clearly having an impact on all of these gas stations, retailers, Quick Trip, 7-Eleven, Casey's, AutoZone. So, I mean, there are impacts, and that's what I'm telling you today here on the Daily Scroll. There are impacts. Okay, moving on. Local man on The Price is Right. This is pretty cool. I don't remember this happening. You know, I did see somebody from, I think, Willard or Buffalo on Judge Judy.
Oh, that's fun.
Recently, because they air the
Did they have a cool T-shirt?
Why? Oh, no, they didn't. I got you. Went over.
That's like half the story, Bailey.
Yes, so that is the whole story. So this is Sean Beasley, who I've actually known for a while. We all kind of know him here because he worked in local TV. Oh, yeah. And he let us know, or he had put it, we're all friends with him on Facebook. He let us know that he was going to be on The Price is Right. He was teasing it. And then it looks like he got on the show because of the shirt.
Yeah.
It says,
it's a good shirt.
Same college, same TV start, now same stage. Of course, this is a reference not to Drew Carey.
Yeah,
Drew
which
Carey?
is a little confusing.
Yeah, Drew Carey, right?
Yes.
To Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Bob Barker Boulevard.
Who also worked in local TV. Here.
Yes. So fun fact, if people didn't know out there, Color 10 used to be KTTS.
I had this all explained to me yesterday.
TV. Somebody explained this to you? Oh,
yeah.
It wasn't me?
No, it wasn't you.
And I was even wearing a KTTS jacket yesterday.
Oh, yeah. In honor of
Bob
Barker.
And, you know, that's where I got my start, too. So me and Bob share the same start.
And you've ended up in the same
FM,
place.
not TV.
Because this show is as big as...
Absolutely. Oh, maybe. You know, people used to ask me what's like, other than like doing the news, what's your dream job? And I always say...
Game show host?
Game show host.
Do you want to be Vanna White?
No, she doesn't get to talk.
Okay, my bad.
I want to have all the answers and then make people, you know, squirm. When
I could see you doing one of those. CBS always has a new show that is some kind of weird game show where it's either trivia or something.
Yes, I want to explain the game and learn the contestants and do all of that. Maybe one day.
Dream big, Bailey.
Or maybe I should make my own.
I was gonna say, does this show need to turn into a game show?
I've been meaning to talk to you about this. By the way,
I'll get a wheel going.
Got some ideas. I've got a rolling list of ideas, and I actually meant to talk about that with you before the show. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Let's make a pitch deck. Let's pitch it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So that was Sean Beasley. He I don't think he won the big one. Spoiler
I was
alert.
gonna say, how much did he win? That's what I keep not hearing.
Well, are going to have to watch that clip for yourself on ozarksfirst.com. But I know, so one of the hardest things I think would be getting up there from that, you know, getting closest to the guests.
Yeah.
Right there at the beginning. He did that. I'm not sure if he got much farther than that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Plinko didn't go his way?
And I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember what the game was. He was up to win a bunch of JanSport backpacks and luggage duffel bags, I think. I'm not sure if he was able to even take that home. Did not get to the big thing at the end, the grand showdown. Is that what? Showcase showdown.
Yeah, we watched the show. We know all about it.
Yeah. But he had a good time. He did say that he watched it his whole life. And so this was like 30 years coming, and it finally happened. And Bob Barker, they both went to Drury University. So good for him.
That's cool.
And I have to say, we have Bob Barker Boulevard, if you didn't know, in Springfield. It's on OTC's campus. Apparently his house was nearby that as well, that he grew up in, I think. Don't quote me.
We'll look it up. Do you want to go to break now?
Yeah, we'll be back, and we're going to talk about Tamagotchis. Okay, this next story, it's for the millennials, I would say. Tamagotchis making a comeback. But now I'm realizing maybe they never went away. And you have on there, Tamagotchis turned 50. They're turning 30, my dear.
What?
I think
Then
they
what
are
did I
turning
read?
30. It was 1996.
All right.
Yeah. What are you reading? Did I misspell that?
Nah, I just can't read.
Okay, well, they're turning 30.
I just wanted everybody to feel a little old real quick.
Yeah, well, do you remember this? That was my number one question. Did you play with these? Do you remember this? Or is it a little bit before your time?
I think it was a little before my time. I was aware of it, and like I think I had like generic ones that weren't Tamagotchi.
There have been a lot of
branded, but like
spinoffs.
spin-off stuff. I took care of little pets. I think I had a little Neopet toy that like
That's like a next level.
you-
Like
yeah.
that has way more RAM inside of it than
well, okay,
the
the little
Tamagotchi.
the little toy did. I think it had like a little thing. It was like a McDonald's
You had
toy.
to
I
take
think.
care
I
of
don't
it.
know. But yeah, you had to
That's
take
what I
care of
was
it.
going to say was
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember specifically getting what I thought was a Tamagotchi from a Happy Meal. I'm not sure if it was
okay,
now.
yeah.
I'm kind of
I don't
rethinking
know.
it, but
It could have been branded. for sure.
apparently they're having a resurgence. This must-have toy of the
Yeah.
90s. 100 million have been sold over the course of their lifetime, but now there's an exhibit in where else? Tokyo for something like this, showing off the evolution from tiny black and white pixel screens. Now I'm realizing, or I've been reading about this today, they have full color displays and they connect to Wi-Fi. These are, first of all, can't
It's
believe
actually
they're still
too
around.
much. I kind of liked it better when it was
Yeah,
just a little.
when you could only use it in the daylight.
Okay,
You know?
I just something like you said, it gets you off your phone. It's a little thing to like take care of, and it.
And
feels
that's
like
what people are saying.
little item.
Nostalgic parents saying it's the perfect way to give youngsters their first taste of tech.
Yeah.
And who knew that this would be like a good alternative to
and almost
phones
like-
back in the day?
It's almost like a little responsibility. I don't know. I have certain
Yes,
apps.
the responsibility.
Actually, I guess it was during like the pandemic. I had little apps that I enjoyed partly because they would be something to do every day, and they were like a little activity that I
like Neopets.
Yeah.
On
This
the-
was like
what,
an Animal
Nintendo?
Crossing thing or whatever.
Yeah,
but
things like, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I think those are
any
good.
of those things are fun.
Those are like educational
Yeah.
type. They're not so much just like video games.
And so I could
like
see
we see
having
now.
a little thing, especially if you keep it in your backpack or whatever, and just a thing to remember to do and have a
Yeah,
consistent thing
see,
throughout
you're
your day.
taking care of something, but it's
Yeah.
not like doom
They can't
scrolling.
die. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. You don't have to bury it.
Can a Tamagotchi leave you if you do a bad job? I don't know how this works.
I think that they can be very like sick
Mad.
or sad.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they'll actually pass away. I'm not entirely
We're gonna have to
sure
get a
about that.
Tamagotchi. That's all I'm hearing.
I had the one that I had was just like that one, that first one there. It was just like that. And I swear I got it from a Happy Meal. But maybe my mom bought it for us. I'm not sure. I don't remember playing with it a whole lot. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I was even too young to know what I was doing. But they were fun. But then I started doing some Googling, and they're still around.
Wow.
The first ones sold in the United States in 1997 for $17.99
50 years ago.
but would be about $29 in today's dollars. This is a good little, inflation. Look at this. Today, I looked it up. $20. Oh no, okay. So I guess not inflation. $20 you can get them at Walmart. Up to though $90 for all the bells and whistles.
Or
Can you
it
believe
turns
that?
out I think you could have gotten it at McDonald's. Is this what it looked like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had a blue one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I should have looked that up.
Yeah.
Why didn't I Google that to just confirm what I
I love
thought?
looking at McDonald's toys because they have a record of all of them,
Yes.
and I played with a lot of them.
I 100% got that in a
That's fun.
in a Happy Meal.
That's the first place I played Spyro. Have we talked about Spyro?
Oh, love Spyro.
Yeah, I had like a little handheld game. It was only like a couple pixels or whatever, but it was Spyro, and I really liked it.
We're gonna have to do like a whole segment on
Old games.
old games back in the day. You know, I love talking about that. Spyro is definitely one of them. Okay, when we come back, we've got a list of character songs, maybe movies and books that are entering the public domain in 2026. So get your creativity flowing about what you could possibly do now that these don't have a copyright on them anymore. You can do what you want with these characters. We'll be right back. And we're back. Public Domain Day. It's a little bit in the past now, but we're still talking about it. We are still excited about it.
Because they're still in the public domain.
Because now they're in the public domain. Not a lot of time has passed. This happens, of course, every year at the first of the year. And they call January 1st in some circles Public Domain Day. Thousands of copyrighted works from 1930 entering the public domain, along with sound recordings from 1925. So if you have been watching, Jay, we talked about
If I've been watching.
well, if you've been watching back then,
Sure.
comma.
Uh-huh.
Remember when we were talking about Pooh?
Winnie the
And
Pooh,
we
he
didn't
entered
know,
public
and it was
domain.
100 years old, and we didn't
Yeah.
know why it was in the public domain. It's because it goes a few years ahead.
Oh, okay.
1930, I think.
It's
You know,
95 years, right? After the
yeah,
word?
95, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so.
of the mouse.
And I want to say, just right off the bat here, when I think about public domain now, I
Uh-huh.
think about Winnie the Pooh and them being able to make that horror movie.
That's what everybody thinks about. So that's the fear is that all these things are just going to get turned into horror,
horror.
B-grade horror movies. And
Yeah.
that's all people can come up with to do with them, which is really disappointing.
I'm like, can we
hoping
not be a
people
little bit more
have more
creative?
fun. Yeah, I think there's some things in here that really lend themselves to more fun stuff.
So, what are they? Shall we get into this?
Yeah.
Betty Boop is, I would say, the most notable one of these. Don't you think?
You keep saying that, and I keep saying Nancy Drew. And we
I
haven't
know a lot
agreed
of people
once
at
on
home would
this.
probably say Nancy Drew. I don't know anything about Nancy Drew.
She's a detective girl. What more do you want from her?
I think I would like her if I would have taken the time to, get
Get to
acquainted
know
with her when
okay.
I was
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
a gal. Also, the song Georgia on My Mind. We listened to it a little earlier.
We did. You played
Ray
it in Minnie's room.
Charles. Comic strips like Blondie. The original version of some characters, including, now in this one, Mickey's dog Pluto.
Oh, yeah, because
That's cool.
Steamboat Willie entered like
Yes, I remember when Steve,
Year
that
or
was
two
a
ago?
big year.
Yeah.
And there's Pluto right there in the middle.
Yeah.
But his
With Betty
name was originally Rover.
So you can't call him Pluto or they're gonna get you in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to call him
So
Pluto.
you can draw that character and nobody can touch you. Not even the mouse.
And I'm learning that when Betty Boop first popped up on the screen, she had dog ears.
Oh.
So
you have to include that.
I guess you have to include the dog
Right.
ears.
Yeah. That's kind of the other thing with like Nancy Drew. I think why Nancy Drew's exciting to me is because that's a name that you can just put on your female detective and give her recognizability without expectations
So true.
of other things.
Yeah, it can be a Nancy Drew thing. And
Yeah.
it's the first 4 of her books.
Yeah, and
novels.
that's enough to get a character
I could be into
vibe.
that. I
Yeah.
could be into that, even though my lack of knowledge about Nancy Drew. I could still be into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, an Agatha Christie book, but you were saying that
It's not her first one, so
not the first.
some of them have to already be in.
And then even the original FIFA World Cup trophy, now fair game. Now, what would you do with that? A picture of it or the design of it, I guess.
Anyone can
You could
have
do
one.
something with that, but okay. John Wayne's first leading role, and I don't have the title here. of what it was.
Okay,
I'm
so
very sorry about
Agatha
that.
Christie's first book entered the public domain in 2015.
Oh, okay, so it's been a while.
So, but she's written so many that they're going to be continuing to enter the public domain for
Yeah.
some time.
Also, the song "Dream a Little Dream of Me." That's a good one
What do we get?
that
So,
you could do something
so
with.
you could make a movie about Nancy Drew, and you could use all of these songs in it, and you could
put John Wayne in there, make it a Western.
and you could and then you can't get John Wayne, and then you work in plot points from All Quiet on the Western Front, and you've made the perfect film.
What is All Quiet on the Western Front?
It's not a really famous war movie, Bailey. I don't know.
That's going in the public domain?
yeah.
Oh, nice. Why did I have that on my list?
I don't know. It's in the little graphic,
Oh, cool.
and I've heard about it.
And then I was trying to find what was going to be up next year.
Oh yeah, because we're getting into some good ones. At some point, we start
The
getting
Marx Brothers was another one there.
Okay, yeah. At some
And
point, we start getting Batman and Superman, and some of those early comic stuff, and I'm kind of excited.
That is exciting for you.
There's a guy who covers this every year who I wouldn't bring up, except he's a local YouTuber.
Really?
Austin McConnell. He's
Heard
one
that
that
name.
celebrates Public Domain Day. and
Really?
makes a little video about it. He's started doing like a thing where he takes public domain comic book characters and makes them into new things because he
Okay.
can. Not horror movies for once.
Yeah,
so that's good.
That's I know. Like Pooh, like of all the things you could do
there's so
with
many fun
Pooh.
things you could do with Pooh. There's lots of adventures and things you could mix with him, but people don't.
A
wanna put that much
horror
work in.
movie? Did you
I'm
watch
sure it'll
it?
come. No, I didn't.
I
I heard.
did. I'm sure it
I heard
did horrible things.
because there's a sequel now.
But
so.
are you kidding me?
No.
Well, it was even in like the box. Like it went to the
It was a-
theaters.
yeah, it was a big
How does
movie.
they- how did they
Because it
even
has that
have
name recognizability, which is why I think if somebody makes a good mystery, it might not get seen. But if you make a good mystery and you make it Nancy Drew, it gets more eyes.
That's true.
It can be more
and there was
successful.
a Nancy Drew movie back in the day, though.
yeah,
it
there's
was with,
there's been lots of adaptations. That's why
What's her name?
people aren't that tied to it.
Yeah, not Emma Stone.
Somebody famous, I'm sure.
Emma something.
Sure.
Somebody at home's like, "Hey, it's Ma!" Screaming at home because they know who it is.
Yeah. What's a
Um,
character you want to see in the? You would do something with if they were in the public domain.
Barbie, maybe.
Ooh,
that would be cool.
Yeah, when is Barbie?
But that's gonna be a free for all when Barbie comes out in the public domain. That's gotta be. I mean, I guess it's probably not for a while.
Oh,
still,
it's not
but,
for a while. Yeah, it debuted in 1959. We got.
Oh, so
some-
we got a while.
we got some
Oh,
time.
look, I was just looking through all these. The St. Louis Blues song recorded by Bessie Smith and featuring Louis Armstrong is going into the public domain.
Yeah.
Now people can just play that everywhere in St. Louis. Good for them. And I can't find what's up next year. We'll just have to do it again next year when
We'll
it
just have to
when
come back
public
for the
domain day rolls
big
around.
celebration, throw our little party, make our
Woo!
short films.
Yes. All right. And that's going to do it for us. We are running out of time here, but I did want to say that if you want to watch these shows, they are going to air at times at 6:30 on KOZL. And that's our other station, Z27.
Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was driving me crazy. Emma Roberts. She played Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch us there. But I mean, if you're watching right now, you're watching on Ozarks First Plus. So we thank you for downloading that, and you'll see me on the news tonight at 6 o'clock on Color 10, 6:30 on Fox 49. Bye. Have a good day.